What's up, boys? Tricks Ridiculous back with another video. So I wanted to do a video talking through what Outriders does really well that Marvel's Avengers could learn from, and maybe a little vice versa as well. Now, they are very different games with respect to their gameplay. However, I think this is pretty topical right now, as both games are, pretty hot loot-driven RPGs, and many fans of Avengers are also playing Outriders. Now, before we get into it, be sure to like if you do like the topic, and subscribe if you like the channel and want to be sure you never miss a video. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, first things first, I really love both games. I've been playing Avengers since release, as you probably know, and have also been playing Outriders since its much more current release. Both games are really awesome in their own respect, but neither one is perfect. So this video isn't meant to be drama or shit talking about one or the other, but rather just some constructive criticism that I think each game could use. Also, I didn't want to rush this video. I wanted to take my time through Outriders and give the game a chance for the majority of players to be in the end game, so that we would actually be past that new game hype and would really be able to address the game a little more fairly. Now that I think we're at that point, I think there are a lot of issues coming to light with Outriders. The fact that the end game is exclusively speedrunning completely eliminates about 99% of build diversity. There really are just a handful of overpowered guns, mods, and class abilities that can carry your character, and if you try to move outside them, you'll really be struggling at the highest challenge tiers. Now, I am happy that Avengers does not have this problem, and while Avengers could greatly benefit from a more diverse pool of useful gear perks, the actual characters in Avengers, their viability, and how each character uniquely plays and performs even at the highest level missions is really something that Crystal Dynamics absolutely nailed with Avengers. So, I've been saying this for a while, but even going forward, I'm never worried about Crystal Dynamics launching a new character, whether the character is going to suck, whether they're going to be too good. They've been very consistent in having extremely good character gameplay. But the primary thing that I believe Avengers could learn from Outriders is how to make cool loot. Now, while I understand in my last breath, I did mention how a few select top tier guns and mods are, the only ones that are viable in the end game, that doesn't mean that the system isn't completely awesome. All the different mods you can get on all the guns and armor in Outriders is a huge win for the game. It gets people wanting to collect them all and kind of see what wild concoctions they can come out with. Now, that being said, Outriders also has a very interesting crafting system where any mod you break down kind of goes into a mod library and can be applied to any new piece you get. This is a very interesting system. It really does work for Outriders, but truthfully, I don't think that exact crafting system would work perfectly in Avengers, at least not until we get more unique mods. If this were implemented today, everyone would just get damage buff, Tachyon Surge, and Jarvis Barrier on any piece they get, and really, if we had maybe more diverse mods that gave different effects on kill, it doesn't even have to be much, right? Enemies explode on kill, freeze enemies, things like that, right? You could honestly take some of the stuff from Outriders and just plug it right in and it would be awesome. But I think that would give a little more depth and diversity to builds within Avengers if we just had those extra mods. Now, as far as Outriders is concerned, I really think the biggest thing holding it back is that it is not a live service game. This was something I was worried about pre-launch. I know many people may say that's actually a good thing, and maybe it is to you, but to me, I don't think they didn't really build the game as is to be infinitely replayable. The fact that you just have kind of the 15 expeditions, they're exactly the same every time. There's no randomness to them. I can see that getting a little clunky. If they did something like Diablo with the greater Nephilim rifts, and basically, if you don't know what that is, basically just some form of endless dungeon mode where players can just keep on pushing a tiny bit further, a tiny bit further. Every run is unique. You know, they're procedurally generated. You're not going to face the exact same enemies spawning in the exact same spot every single time. Make it kind of random spawn points. And, you know, and the characters can just kind of keep pushing a tiny bit stronger every run. I think the game could work, but right now they don't have that. I don't think it really works as a sustainable end game out of the box. Now, I personally am still working through the end game with my girlfriend. We're having a blast, but I can already tell. I know that once I have all the legendaries, once I can trivialize the Eye of the Storm, which is the final mission of the game, and the fact that I know that there's no new content coming, it will make replaying the game past that point really lose its luster fast. So that's basically it, guys. And really, the TLDR, neither game right now has a sustainable end game grind, but at least with Avengers, they may be able to change that because it is a live service game. However, Outriders, on the other hand, absolutely crushes Avengers in terms of the loot and the crafting department. So hopefully Avengers can learn something from that. But anyway, that's it for me. Thanks for watching the video. If you made it this far, definitely be sure to like and subscribe and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'll see you in the next one.